I think Sandra Siegel is one of the seminal thinkers of this age. I think her work, 100 years from now, human dynamics work will really stand out as an absolutely central contribution. I can only think of one or two other things I've ever been exposed to in my life that I would say that about. The two ways in which human dynamics really are vital is, first, there's no setting in which it's not important to understand yourself. It's a very subtle difference, but I feel that human dynamics gives us a deep insight into who I am, not what box I fit into. And in particular, it's completely unique in this field of human development, at least with regard to all the different systems for categorizing and differentiating people, because it's developmental. It's actually not the box I'm in, it's the way I am and the way I grow. And in fact, human dynamics includes a type of theory of the basic drives of human development, which is that all of us are basically questing to be whole. And all of us are on our own unique path towards the integration of all the different facets that make human beings human beings. The second area in which human dynamics, I think, is vital is in understanding one another. Because no matter what setting we're in, there's very, very few things that you and I do by ourselves. I mean, really by ourselves. So whether or not it's in our families or where we're working, we're always working with other people. And again, it can sound almost trite to say, well, the more we understand one another, the better we'll be able to work. But the truth of the matter is that there are very few systems, I don't think any system or approach I've ever been exposed to, that allows someone to understand others as well as human dynamics does. There's just a remarkably simple, elegant, and powerful way of thinking about one another that human dynamics tends to foster. I think that one of the things that's quite striking about human dynamics is I actually think once you learn it, you never forget it. And I have a fair amount of evidence. A lot of people I've known who've gotten into it, and myself, I think that's a real hallmark of deep insight, is that you really never forget it entirely. I think it'll have a huge impact in education. I think it'll have a huge impact in all sorts of organizations, from business organizations to nonprofit organizations. I mean, when you think about it, one common denominator underlying virtually all institutions is that these are people trying to figure out how to work together, and that's not very easy. It's easy to say, but it's not actually so easy to do. Of all the different approaches I have been exposed to, there's none that gives deeper, more penetrating insights to what distinguishes people and how we are intrinsically oriented in different ways and what's necessary for us to work together productively.